I don't know why people are stuck on this. Okay. So, what is this fuck-ass music? Hold on. If you're like, hey, you're saying, what if unknown is able to scoop it out? All right, so are we given a hypothetical? What if there's a midfield threat?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's two ways to divide a midfield threat. Okay. Either he tests the front post or far post. Okay. If he drops it down, the angle is still covered from your turn in here. If he drops it down. If he hits it across, that angle is no longer covered because he can't turn like this to cover that. Does that make sense? Okay. Because if you're here and you're covering this angle, we're going in like this, then even this drop down play still tests the same part of the net that you're covering. So it's still technically within your zone. 100%, just like it never works. The drop down plays that I realized later happen when I'm on my rotation out and we have the conditions satisfied that when I'm on my rotation out, I'm already across the field. And when you take possession, you have a free possession such that you can hit it here and possibly even flip reset, pass it into me, or play it over one guy and I get it over, or you just outright pass it into me, right? Because maybe it's like a 2v1 and their midfield guy's out. And then I'm here, and then my angles, I can turn like this and then push onto it after you put it here. And then that no longer tests the near post angle, it tests far post. So you're basically threatening always, at some point in time, a good offense threatens two parts of the net. It never just, you never put a drop down. I'm never concerned about these. If you're in the right position and they want to drop down to classy, bro, it's like it's the most like eye roll, boring fucking play because all it does is all you do is if you're in the right position, you literally just turn on and tackle. It does nothing.
Would this be the same, like if Jakey, like what you're explaining, like Jakey playing on the near post, would this be the exact same thing as like if they run like a layer in 3
Yes.
in classy,
Yes.
running really close, and
Yes.
would it be the same thing as the third man covering mid, basically defending the layer from the pass from that first
It would be
the exact same thing, right? Like if he's trying to dump it down to his second man, like let's say that Classy's second and he's pushing up really far and then they have the third across the field. Like if he pushes up too far, is that why like the angle is still not threatening because it's the exact same shot?
Yeah. It's
that
pushing
okay?
it's into
Because
second man technically. It's on the left side zone. But yeah, it doesn't threaten this.
Okay. Makes sense.
But this is where it's threatening. It's not the drop down play into here. It's when I'm rotating out and then my third rotates into second. And then right here, this first man forces, the second man on defense throws the ball away. I get possession and I slot in. And now all of a sudden I have shot or pass. That's when shit gets nice. That's when you really start to, or I could even be like, it could even be here after you go and you bait it. You're chilling and you play on the wall as a target player. And then I could maybe pass it to you and you pass to here and he shoots, you know? But yeah, it's essentially the same thing as a layer. It's a snoozer. This is Jakey. It's not a concern. You play the front post line here, right here, and you just wait. And then I play here and, or sir, you're going to play like, I would play like right here on this pad, right there. And then I'm going to play midfield. And then no matter what they do, it's fucking doomed, especially with how deep this is. Now, if I knew that he could hit it potentially over, I would have rotated a little bit wider. Okay, because then I need to turn on to that, especially to cover that classy third. Because if it goes over you, I cover it. Make sense? I'm covering what's but the space behind you. That is entirely my job here. If it goes over you on backboard, I cover that. Okay, do you all right? Does this help at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any?
He has full control. And, like, let's say Unknown's taking that. He grabs mid boost.
Mm-hmm.
He's going up the wall with full.
Okay, and there's a threat here. Okay, well then there's especially you cannot go for this boost. You're gonna have to pay whatever pads you got right here, and turn it face, and then you come forcing first, depending on my recovery. So let's say he has full control.
Are you talking about like if he's going for an aerial?
Yeah. Like if he's got an actual like threat here. So you know, you see the way I play this. So first of all, just to give an example, so I get it over one. Here I recover, and I force the over. Now it's a terrible angle, and now all you do is just chill right here, and you just let him have his temper tantrum. You just chill. You wait, right? And now you go like this. And then you can maybe greed the midfield like you want. But even then, you still got to be very careful with classy because a lot of these 1700s will just last back tackle it. but that's stupid because, again, you could just push it past him. But it's hard to see because when your cam is pointed this way and you don't see him, you just got to be careful of that. You don't want to early release it back into him because sometimes they could be in the sideline and they're just retarded. It's just like, it's really weird. Ranked is really weird. It's not consistent. Like pro play, high level play is very consistent. High level play. Still, like ranked 6-man players are dog shit. But let's say now the hypothetical is taking that into account. What if he is an actual threat? Well, now the actual threat is, okay, well, what if he could hit it over here? Okay, well, my threat should be I should go here, hit this pad, and probably rotate a little bit wider because I want to cover this double tap angle potentially. And playing right here on this midfield line right here is going to be really nice. Okay, but what if that means I'm covering the shot? But what if the midfield is open and he hits it into classy across? Well, that's what you have me for. So I'm covering the pass and I'm covering the midfield. You're covering the shot and the double tap. And in any case, even if you need help on the double tap and it's over you and it goes way over you, I can release you. And you could just kind of float in the net, you know, or you can kind of, you know, park here a little bit and then I can come here and just cover you. Make sense?
So no matter what the situation is, Jakey's job is literally to take a 50 before the guy gets it to the near post. In any situation, just to try to stop the ball from going across.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say it's a 50. Wait, I'm confused.
Like I'm talking about the situation that it is now. So like his touch is shit. He can't really do anything to like, get the ball over Jakey. So that the only job now is kill the ball. Like don't let it go mid.
Well, right. So yeah, I mean, you want to. My job is to try and force it as best as possible because if he's able to get activated and he's backwards, it's very no bueno for him. Okay. It's very uncomfortable for him. So that's my job, is to make it easy for him, which I did. So I was able to force it wide like this, and they weren't able to get it out. Now, let's say, what if I forced it wide, he bounced it off like this, he was able to get the recovery, and he's able to force it out. Well, then definitely I think Jakey would have rotated probably a little bit wider. He would have been able to cover that, you know?
Right.
But then again, going for mid boost on top of that now even seems a little more weird. It doesn't justify. It's the same logical reasoning as before. It just doesn't justify. But why would he do it here, even when he's shit, versus this? Why not even do it this? Well, the logical framework is, do you get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, if there's a threat here of net, it's like, why go for mid? Okay, well, if there's even little existent threat here on net, why still go for full boost? Why not just play the angle and then play out? You know, like if you know that he's fucked here and he has a bad angle right here, let it bounce off and then you take the midfield angle. Don't fuck yourself, go like this and then be backwards and have your camera all wonky. And then you're worried about classy. And then your teammate's usually going to go rotate back post. So he's not going to cover midfield effectively. And you're not going to get these fucking crazy fucking recoveries like what happened here. Okay. You're not going to get these recoveries right there. Does that answer your question, JQ, or did I get lost in hypotheticals?
No, it's fine.
It didn't?
No, it did.
Okay. Yeah, so if he has a threat, you would make a little bit of a wider rotation. So right here, you would probably go here. You would be like, okay, what's the threat? Okay, did he basically right around here, you're making the decision whether you're playing on basically one of two lines. You're playing on either this line or you're playing on the midfield line. You're playing here. Just yeah, keep it simple, bro. Keep it simple. If he has a bad touch right here, you don't need to do a donut like this and do all this just to get the midfield angle. You can literally play here, see that his angle's fucked, and then decide to give yourself a little bit wider berth and then attack it. Because you got a little bit more time. Because his angle's fucked. Because he just gave it into you. Make sense?
Yeah.
Super chill, bro. And then nothing's wrong. Then you're not doing all this weird shit, all this extra movement. Oh, I need to grab the fold. No, you got plenty. You go here, maybe you just, recorrect here and you're not grabbing any more pads, which is fine. You got 60 boosts, that's plenty. You know what I mean? Now you're establishing the offense in the exact same same result, better way of doing it. More defensively solid. Okay. Not bad. Honestly, not too terrible. And then also one thing is, if I'm taking things on the wall, where is it? Okay, so here you were. This is, by the way, this one on the rotation, this is where I'm making the decision whether or not to rotate in. So I see you here, and I'm like, okay, now I'm making the decision. Do I turn left here? So my left. Am I turning here? Or am I taking your position? And that all depends on the 50. If the 50 goes in a corner, then I move here. If not, and it's a freebie, I go into here. It's a very logical thing. It looks really stupid, but KJ don't do this, and Juji honestly sometimes does this. But that right there, that goal is missed a lot from them because they're not fishing for these. And that timing right there, if Classy, if I'm any half second later on that, he gets the 50, and this is not a goal. It is that tight. So it needs to be that tight. So, so that's the same, kind of a similar concept. Why are you backwards here? Yeah, you see exactly what I'm talking about as far as the rotation out. No, I know for.
You rotate too close.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta rotate here, and if your teammate has a completely negative 50, if he has a negative 50, this guy should not also have a recovery. If your teammate has a negative 50 and he has a recovery and can shoot, okay, just GG, go next. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is the rotations out that like gets fucking everybody, because now you're turning onto it, and now you can't turn onto it. You know, does it make sense? So you're making it. You're deciding what you want to do. Do you want to rotate tight on this midfield line, or do you want to rotate near the front post, or do you want to rotate midfield, right here? And you're deciding. It's like, okay, well, do I want to go here because I want to play close? Do I want to go here because maybe I can pass, you know, be a passing option, or do I want to rotate ultra wide because he has a free possession and I'm a potential passing option? You know, so you can see here, I'm smothered. My angle's pretty shit. I don't have an immediate shot on net, right? So it's like, what do I do? Well, you know, I don't entirely discount what you did. I just think you should be going here and then playing here, and then you could turn on. And then you no longer activate Classy's position. You're able to cut in and turn right here, and then possibly I'm able to do this. Make sense? Otherwise, what happens is exactly Exhibit A, the low elo mistake, which is you do donut, and now it's a 2v1. There's actually, it wasn't a 2v1, and then it was a 2v1. It was a bad 50 on my part. Just honestly, it's kind of just the game. It's the ebb and flow of the game, but it's not a make or break. Then it breaks the position when that happens. You know what I mean? Okay. I really want to find one more thing though, which was, I was like really pissed at you because I wanted you to track behind me. Everyone was just like cracking up laughing when I pulled up the smallest thing. It was weird during the game. Okay, so you're grabbing pads, which is good.
And Jiggy changes PFP to Peppa Pig.
That's greedy, but fine. Okay, now there's too much space. Now he gets a flip reset. Yeah, that's awkward. Okay, hold on. It's a bad 50. You didn't want to hit it into Classy, which is fine. You could just play the 50. You just got to play the close 50 here. You just gave it away. I think you were looking for me, though. Yeah, and then because of this momentary break, now you should be up for it. And you were late. But ideally, what I really wanted you to be was, ideally when you mark these, is I go here, and I'm gonna fake it and force, and then now you're gonna go. I'm not gonna go. Actually, I shouldn't play it on the wall like I did here. This is actually a threes maneuver that's really effective, but it's not good in twos. I still think you gave him a little bit too much time, though. Okay, yeah, right here. You're playing to my width. And that is just... I don't understand why people do this to me. Because it's like I'm supposed to magically somehow win this 50. I got a demo behind me, right? And I need to play it forward. And you want me, when my angle was coming in off the wall, and I don't really have a good scoop to get really under it. There's no threat of that. And you want me to somehow pass it into you. And you're playing that passing option instead of just playing my close 50. Why not instead? You're full boost, right? You could even just come like this, play here, just kind of let the play develop. Okay, that was kind of a shit touch, Lucien, but now you're here, and now the angle's activated. You know what I mean? Now you're up for it here, not here.
Yeah, you're not the guy who scored on Juji, bro.
Are you watching, Jake? Or are you fucking in Discord settings right now, fucking with me right now? Because people pay for this fucking bullshit, dude. This is good. This is good knowledge, okay?
Yeah, I'm locked in,
My
bro.
mic is low. I don't know if my mic is low.
Ark,
It is.
Your mic is low, but like,
It
nah,
is.
we hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
What I was saying is that I'm used to threes rotation. And in threes, the second man is usually covering closer to first man, and I'm usually playing third wider, I guess.
Second man does
Yeah, but
not
you
cover
play-
this fucking bullshit, dude. What, you would expect me to win a God 50 for you to put it front post? Did I not tell you that already gets covered?
I'm saying in threes, the second man is further behind the first man on the wall in that scenario. And the third man's further to the left, not so far close in. So it's just a habit. I'm used to playing, like when I see like you on the wall, and like when I think of supporting you, I don't think of going closer because I play threes so much.
Look, let me help you out. Let me help you out on this. So what I think that is the best that has worked for me throughout these years is if I can naturally be in a position where I'm rotating out and my teammate has a free possession, then I'll really look to cut in to gobble those fucking balls that are just gonna pop in the midfield. Yeah, they're gonna fucking be there for free. It's just like one of these goals that popped in, the one where I was talking about that would have a really close timing against Cassie. Yeah, classy. I'm gonna be there to scoop those. So that's when you're really wide. If I have a free possession and I'm not smothered, I think being wide is totally fine. But if I'm smothered and I don't have clear possession, like right here, or like I have possession but it's not clear, it's a really shit angle, I can't really force it. Because like what you're doing when you're playing the other side is you're like, okay, well this play is going to move to the opposite side of the field because I have a really good shot. So the shot is going to go here. And then even if they go and they correct it and go here, you could just, slalom over here and you take it. Right? That's what you're doing. You're just trying to maximize your position. But here, if I'm really awkward right here and I don't really have like anything clear popping out, I'd rather you just pop in the pads and then maybe break that and just play behind me. And all this, dude, I'm telling you, Drawley loves to play right on this on second man, if you don't believe me. Drawley will rotate on the pads like this. As soon as this ball crosses the half field line right here, he will pop in like this, play right in between the mid pad and these pads here. He'll play right in between, and he just gets like freebies like these, like all the time.
Jakey, basically, you have to play second and third when you're playing twos. You have to play the option to go left or the option to play back. You can't play one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Just play behind me, bro. Like when we're on them push out, play behind me. If you know that this guy is a really good shot and this play is going to go on the other side of the field, then it's okay to go opposite. I'm not going to yell at you for that. Okay. But just other than that, if we're on a push out like this, just play behind me. Because I would rather you had a free shot here. Like these guys are fucking so bad. I beat my first man, right? Then I'm dog shit and I couldn't even get the fucking musty, right? Because that's what I really wanted to do, is get the musty. So it looks like this. It's completely fucking dog shit. Okay, you can laugh at me all you want. It's fine. Totally understandable. But
Bro,
in any
it's
case,
just a setup, bro.
but in any case, however,
I can't.
I mean, I feel like right here.
You didn't, bro. Looks like you want to
Oh
reset.
my god!
bro, not a
How could you
musket.
not do this correctly?
You just hit it too far.
Yeah, I did hit it too far.
And
And you were too far under it. Like, super far under it.
Right. In any case, it's a bad hit though, and you can punish these all day by just literally playing straight behind me. Okay, so that's the thing on second man I wanted to talk about. So what I'm reviewing with you mostly is when we're on these defensive positions, what we're saying is if they have possession on the wall like this, let's play this front post line. Just wait. They're gonna fucking play it into here. They're most of the time they're fucking dog shit. Like even Spook Luke is terrible among his tons of terrible advice. Was like, oh yeah, watch. I'm just not gonna play defense. I'm literally just gonna move around, and that's all he did. He just
I love
literally did
watching
this shit.
Luke.
And they never made a
go-
threat. They never made a threat. 1700 is the same, bro. These guys are fucking bronze. They're dog, bro. So you gotta worry about that shit. And then when we're in second man, I'm on a push out and I don't have a clear. I'm not going to, first of all, again, I'm not going to pass it down to you because that's stupid, because that forces a double commit and it's on the same angle that's usually covered right here. Where I want to do is hit it across. That's when fucking shit gets real, right? That's when we can really start to get activated. Okay. So you should never be looking for me across, right? Unless it's super, super clear. Other than that, you're just playing behind me. Bet 50, take the freebie.
Most detailed two session I think I've ever been a part of.
Is it the
For real.
same if you're on, like, not on the wall, like, right below it?
Yeah.
If you're playing, should I still be behind you if you're, like, on the ground? So,
Yeah, I would mostly play in the pads, on the push outs, unless you're just completely full, Like here, like if you're completely full, then you don't got to worry about it. You can just kind of chill right here, right? If you're completely full. But if you need a little bit of boost, you can greed the pads a little bit. And then, you know, sometimes being here is a little bit better for the angle. But being here isn't terrible. You're just playing here to get the boost.
Oh, fuck.
You know, because it's like, if that, especially if that full boost, a lot of these full boosts are usually not going to be open when we're making a nearsighted play. So, yes, it's the same even if the ball's like slightly grounded. You're just going to play this push out. You know, I want to see if...
Y'all should definitely do
help.
that again. You should definitely play again sometime.
Okay, that'll definitely help you though.